Okay, it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA. Today with the natural Nikora Kingi, straight out of Tamaki Makaurau, Aotearoa, fighting at a CKB. How are you, bro? Kia ora, brother, I should say.
Hey, brother, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Nice, bro. Been wanting to talk to you, bro. You've been a very successful kickboxer. Now you're moving into the world of MMA, bro. You've been training for a couple of years. How's it all going?
It's been going good, lots of learning. Yeah, very humbling. It's like I worked all those years in kickboxing, making like my way up. And then it's like I've gone to MMA and I'm back to square one, learning from the ground up, literally. Or the jiu-jitsu, yeah.
Bro, I watched your Shane Parker fight. It was a bit of a trial by fire, man. You're fighting a very experienced grappler there, and you held your own. You created some massive scrambles and stuff. It just it went how it went, right? But you showed progress. If you're a kickboxer, you showed a lot of progress. You threatened with submissions. You did some good scrambles. You got in some good positions, right?
Yeah, that fight was pretty crazy. And for me, that fight was just testing my wrestling skills to see where I was actually at, because I find it quite hard to gauge where my wrestling in at the gym, because everyone else that I train with knows what I'm trying to do on them, and they can already like defend me like 4 different ways or whatever. So I feel like sometimes I don't get any better. So that fight was good for me to just see where my wrestling was at, and yeah, I kind of surprised myself a little bit. That's why I stayed down on the ground too long. I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking wrestling. And then yeah, fucking just made that mistake.
Yeah, bro. It's just it's just the matter of tightening it up, right? Like you had some good signs there. Just need to tighten it, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it. Just in my fights now.
Bro, so you've been at CKB, you've been training grappling for only a couple of years now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so man, it takes a while. Like they say, if you really focus on something, people say it takes about 5 years to master a skill, you know what I mean? So you keep going another 3 years and you're up there, bro. You're ready to rock and roll, you know? It's a long time, a lot of hours to put in, but you know, if you keep on that path, you're there.
It is a long time, but it kind of goes really fast though.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just I guess the battle of staying focused and doing as much as I can in that time, eh?
That's it, man. Hey, for anyone listening that doesn't know, Nikora is 3-time 62-kilo King in the Ring champion. Obviously, a very famous promotion. Jason Suddy's promotion, I believe, have some gun champions in the UFC, etc. that come from there. You've also had, from what I heard, you around 36 kickboxing fights before turning to MMA. Now you've had, is it a couple of MMA fights already?
I just had the one. Just had that one with Shane, and
yep.
Yeah, just been trying to level up. Yeah.
Nice, man. So it begs the question, man, what makes you a fighter? Why do you fight? How did you kind of kick off? You kicked off with your dad training you, right, in the lounge room or something?
Yeah, that's it. What makes me a fighter? I feel like it's at this point it's kind of all I know, really. Yeah, I'm not sure what makes me a fighter. I think I was just nature, nurture. Yeah, fuck, I don't even know. Hey, I'm not even sure, to be honest.
Bro, I think correct me if I'm wrong, so your old man's training you in the lounge room and it just becomes part of your life, right? Like, as an example, my kids now, they're training jiu-jitsu because they know dad trains jiu-jitsu. They're doing kickboxing because they know dad does kickboxing. It just becomes part of your nature from where you're from.
Right. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Then the old man was pretty tough on us training. He had us training every day, not just kickboxing. Like we'd play rugby, so we'd train 2 times a week. Be kickboxing, Muay Thai the other nights, play rugby Saturday, go out, play like family touch Sunday. Everything was just training, exercise. So yeah, I think it was just kind of forced into my being, eh? And now I can't stop.
And what's your background, bro? What's your family's background?
What do you mean?
From are they Maori or something else?
Yeah. They both Maori. Yeah, they both have one like Maori parent and one white parent.
Yeah. Well, don't take that for granted too, bro. You're from a warrior tribe, so it's in the blood already, yeah.
Yeah, I think that comes out when it all gets down to it, eh?
Yeah, bro. I mean, you mentioned that you love it, right? You said the fighting makes you feel free, and you got a good attitude when you're in the ring as well, right?
Yeah. That's it. Fighting, fighting is fun to me. I look at the gym as like a playground, and I'm kind of there. Um, Kind of like as a child, just enjoying it. Um, yeah, just trying to make it as fun as I can. Eh? I feel like when I'm having fun and enjoying myself, I feel like that's when I'm most dangerous. Eh?
Yeah, man. I mean, for people that really enjoy the training and that, it's a great job. I was talking to Battle Giraffe maybe a year ago or something, the old Cam Rouston, and he was saying like he loves it. He can get up in the morning, put on a pair of flip flops and shorts, and cruise into work, while everyone else is putting on fucking suits and ties and shit. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's it. Digging holes, pushing wheelbarrows,
Exactly.
all that fun stuff. Eh?
Hey, bro, in your striking, I watched a fight where you look like a pretty young fella fighting a Kitachai, a Thai guy, man. How was that? Because a lot of people find when they fight Thais that it's like the boogeyman, right? Like, because it's their sport, right? You fight Thai boxing or kickboxing against a Thai, it's a bit like, can set you back a bit, make you feel a bit like, confronting to fight a Thai. How was it for you?
That Peter, I fought him actually 3 times. The first time, I got knocked out like first minute trying to catch the old leg kick or kicked in the neck. Um, how was that? That was just like the ultimate test, eh? Trying to beat them at their game. And yeah, that was something I just couldn't figure out, eh? I guess those 300 fights, you kind of gain a lot of experience there, eh? So I guess it was just all learning for me, eh? All experience.
You can see he's got the tricks though, bro, right? Like the little trips, the little movements that you
Yeah,
garner with time. You can't just get it like straight away. You gotta spend that time and have that
crazy
many fights.
timing. Yeah,
Yeah, crazy, man.
very tricky.
And bro, on your martial arts background, can you give me a little brief on like what you moved through? I saw you did your box before as a young fella. Obviously kickboxing, Thai boxing, now MMA. How did you kind of get along that path?
So yeah, my old man, he had us training from like 11 to 17, and that's when I moved away. And his fuck yeah, one of his friends kind of picked me up when I got to Christchurch and took me down to Strikeforce Canterbury,
Yep.
and that's where I met Wayne. But yeah, my boy Steve Brown, he was the boxing coach back then. He kind of held on to me a little bit and wanted me to do more of the boxing stuff, which at the time I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to do the kickboxing. So that's how I got into the like novice boxing tournaments and stuff. Had those first few boxing fights through him.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I just really wanted to kickbox, so I kind of left that gym for a year, had 3 kickboxing fights, and just found that gym wasn't really the right fit for me. So I went back to Strikeforce, and this time was actually under Wayne, and that's where I started. My kickboxing journey through the 2 King in the Ring things, and then I felt like I needed some change, something different. Otherwise, nothing was going to change. And then it ended up moving up to City Kickboxing, and it's everything that I wanted down in Christchurch before I moved up. So yeah, I feel like that place is awesome.
Nice, man.
I don't know if that was fucking good rundown, but
Nah, it's good, bro. It's good. Just the basics, man. It's funny how like my involvement in interviewing people and just knowing people and that around, it's kind of funny. It follows all these different paths and everyone linking up together. Like I met Aaron Boys and Carl Weber and that over here. I live in China, bro. I met them over here, bringing over
yeah,
like Kai Kara France and Dan Hooker and these guys, and now they've moved over CKB, and then guys like Lolo and that. I've talked to Lolo and that. Obviously, Balmoral Liga and that. Philip Lamb, and then your Liga, and now your CKB. It's funny, all these connections everywhere. It's kind of cool.
yeah, that's it. Before I moved up, I actually fought in China. It was a rematch against the guy that I beat, and they wanted an instant rematch, but over in China.
Yeah.
That fight was interesting. just because of me and my coach got a bit sick, and I didn't get the worst of it until my hands were wrapped and I was at the venue, and I was like, oh fuck. I had to go have a little lie down, talk to myself, get my head in the game. Ended up fighting, lost, but had a good fight, and I went out for dinner with Eugene and Brad and all them, because Brad fought too. And they were telling me about how I needed to go to China, get that experience, and I was sold. And as soon as they had sold me on it, they all started telling me how shit it was and how they hated it, all the shit stuff about it.
Yeah.
But that didn't throw me off. I still tried to go, but I just couldn't get my visa.
Yeah.
And never ended up. Now I'm up at City.
Bro, it's interesting being in a different country. Have you trained in any other different countries, bro?
I went to Bali, trained at Bali MMA for a bit.
Yeah.
That was pretty hard, yeah. Just the heat, eh? Took a bit of getting used to.
Yeah. I've seen, there's a couple of brothers that run that gym, right?
Yeah.
A couple of wrestlers.
Andrew and
yeah,
that's it. I remember actually watching a fight on One Championship, and it was this guy getting smashed, getting his head kneed on the ground and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I got to Bali MMA, I was like, man, this guy looks familiar. And it wasn't until a few days later, I was like, oh, that's the guy that got fucked up.
Yeah. Crazy. He's moved up the ranks a bit, right? He's pretty successful, but yeah, tough game, bro. Who are you?
Yeah, that one's crazy.
So CKB, bro, obviously a great gym, great technical coaches, great game planning. Everyone's doing really, really well, bro. What do you like about CKB?
What do I like about it?
Yeah.
Or, I just like that I'm surrounded by people that are at where I'm trying to go. And then I'm surrounded by people that are hungry and trying to get to the same place as where I'm going. So it's very, just a good environment for me to be in.
Who are your key who are your key training partners there, bro? Aaron Toe and these guys, or what?
It's like Aaron, Kai, Lawrence Louis, Nick Thornton, Keone when he's over. Heaps of people actually. Quite a few people at the gym. I feel like everyone works me there.
That's nice, bro. I was actually over there earlier in the year. I just came over to do a couple of private sessions and that on the way, just for a little bit of a road trip, and trained there, saw Dan and that. Yeah, it's cool. It's good. Nice gym. Nice new warehouse, a lot better than the old one, right?
Yeah, that place is real nice there.
Cool. Man, I heard in an interview that in a fight, you like to go dick to dick with the other guy. what was that one about?
No, that was just the Sean Strickland quote. I was just impersonating Sean Strickland.
Yeah. But you like to throw down, right? You like to throw down. You like to.
Oh yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like throwing down. I like having a good scrap.
That's it, bro. Hey, also the Arsenal X, you had a fight in there, but I don't think you made it through to the different rounds. But kickboxing, then a round of kickboxing, round of MMA, then a round of Muay Thai. Sounds like it's great for you, right? You'd be loving to get to that last round, because that'd be your strength, right?
Yeah, I think it started off, it was kickboxing, Muay Thai, and then MMA, but not many people were making it to the MMA round. So they moved the MMA round to the second round.
Yeah.
But didn't get to make it to that round. But that was fun.
Yeah.
Just interesting being able to switch your mind each round to the different code.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to.
The same. Aaron Toe was in one of them too and didn't make it fast. Every time he touched the guy, he hit the ground.
Almost every time he's in there, eh?
It's crazy, man. Hand of God, bro. This guy, Jesus Christ.
Crazy, eh?
You can testament to it, bro. How is his hands? Must be pretty solid, right?
He's pretty strong. He's really strong. Even when he just does his long guard, you try and move it. It's so stuck there, eh?
Yeah. I saw he posted a picture. He's got the afro out, bro. The afro is getting bigger every day.
Yeah. All the money.
That's it, bro. How on that how in touch are you with your heritage and everything, bro? You speak te reo and
Fuck, not too much, eh? Not as much as I would like to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that's one of my things I need to work on. I feel like that's where a lot of my confidence could come from.
Yep.
Uh,
In
yeah, I just
terms of
feel
what?
like
In terms of language or in terms of just knowing the culture more?
just in myself, just in myself.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I just feel like there's maybe some parts of me that I'm not tapping into that could help me out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's quite scary.
Should lean
I'm
into
pretty
it a bit,
shy
bro.
about it, but fuck, it's something I need to do, eh?
Should lean into it, bro. You know, like guys like you with the work ethic that you have, if you put your mind to something, you can do it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
in training, bro, you give a piece of yourself, a regular piece of yourself to something and you get there, right? So whether it's Tereo, whether
yeah,
it's
that's
learning the
it, eh?
culture, push it, bro. You know, you got plenty of good lads around you to do the same, right?
Yeah, I know.
I love hearing some of the boys, Shane Young and obviously Kaikar France and these guys. I love seeing them repping the Maori heritage and everything. You know,
Mm.
good for you to push that too.
Yeah, I do see that, and I'm like, shit, I
Yeah.
need to fucking learn some shit so I can do the same.
Bro, I was talking to Shane Young a long time ago, and he was talking about being in touch with the land and everything. I see a few posts from you out in the waterfalls and in the bush and stuff. You get out there much? You get in touch with the land much?
Yeah, I like to yeah, just go out, take the dog for a walk sometimes, go find a track somewhere, and if it's all right, we'll just cut off the track and start walking through the bushes,
Yeah, nice,
doing
nice.
little adventures. Yeah, I like just yeah, taking the dog out. Nice
Yeah.
little
That's part of it too, bro.
yeah.
Connecting with the country. It's such a beautiful country, New Zealand. I went up to Bay of Islands not long ago. It's a beautiful, beautiful drive from Auckland up there and then look around the water. It's beautiful, eh? Nice place.
Yeah, yeah. No, I need to go explore some more. Eh?
Yeah. Hey, bro, so tell us in the training, bro, what's a normal week for you of training? Like, how do you break it up between codes, training resistance or anything else?
'Cause I don't have any fights at the moment, so I'm just trying to do as much as the jiu-jitsu classes as I can. Just go jiu-jitsu heavy for now
Yep.
until I feel like my my points in jiu-jitsu have gone up, and then I'll start to
What about the
spread
wrestling
myself a
side,
bit
bro?
more.
Do you do that with
Wrestling, I feel
wrestling?
like I've done a lot more wrestling than I have jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
so I just need to go start doing more jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
and then level that up, and then just start spreading them out again.
In that Parker one, you're looking for some type of guillotine or something there, right? A few times.
It's funny because I didn't even like practice any submissions. I was just like, oh shit, I'm gonna try and then it must have been tight because then he jumped out of it. I was like, oh shit, and then it was there again. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna try it.
And what happened
So
at the
yeah, so
end,
now
bro?
I'm just starting to get a bit more ideas on how to actually finish some submissions.
And at the end, bro, he just snuck that rear naked choke on like super fast. What happened? You just lapse in timing for a lapse of thought for a second and let it get him.
Nah, fucking, we're actually drilling heaps of get ups from like turtle. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get to where I know how to get up, and on
Yeah,
my way to that place, yeah
yeah.
got caught.
Shit, shit. Hey, bro, do you do other
Yeah,
things like do you do your resistance training or conditioning or what other things you do?
yeah. Do my like strength conditioning, um, once a week. Strength, yeah, more jujitsu,
Yeah,
MMA. That's usually like a bit of everything. Sometimes we stand up, sometimes be a bit of wrestling. So
yeah.
that mixes up quite a bit.
What about recovery
Resistance, and
stuff and that, bro? What sort of things you like for recovery and that?
what I like, probably don't do as much recovery as I should. Yeah, just like to sleep, eh?
Yeah, fair enough. That's part of it, bro. It's the
It's like
biggest
having to
part.
sleep. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And bro,
But yeah, nothing exciting, eh?
lastly, just wanted to ask you, bro, about goals and that. But I heard you mention the main goal this year is just to rack up some MMA fights, right? Get some experience in that code, yeah.
Yeah, just keep leveling up my ground game and um, yeah, hopefully get a couple more on the board this year. And then next year I can hopefully start calling some shots, making some moves.
Bro, any
Yeah, till then it's just keep the head down, do what needs to be done.
Fair enough, bro. Do you any guys you got your eye on to fight or anything like that, or you just take it as it comes?
Yeah, nah, I just take it as it comes, really.
Yeah,
Just fight whoever they give me, whoever huge puts in front of me.
fair enough. That's the way to be, bro. All right, man. Thanks a lot for your time, mate. I appreciate it, and look forward to
All
seeing
good.
your success, bro. Can't wait to see you move up the MMA ranks.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
Cool. Cheers, bro.